Hello everyone, it's me, the Coca Crow, and I am streaming again for the Euro Truck Simulator 2 event with TOBII. So who are TOBII? It's the eye tracking company that I use on stream. For whatever reason my ghost is not running properly yet. Alright, let me fix that up. So who am I? I am the Coca Crow drag queen from Melbourne, Australia. I am an actual truck driver in real life, and well, I like to drive trucks casually for the fun, messing around in Euro Truck Simulator as well. I'm just about to when the game wants to let me do what I want to do, which would be nice. When I'm able to log in, it'll be awesome. So yeah, I'm just messing around with everything. Want to complete a few missions here and there and stuff like that. I bought another DLC last night after stream that I did not have yet. The Volvo DLC, which gives me more things I can do as missions. So I'm looking forward to giving that a shot at some point. This is day 3 of the TOBII event, so if you don't know what the TOBII event is, I've just chucked the information into chat. So you got a chance to win a copy of Euro Truck Simulator, or you could possibly win a TOBII eye tracker, which would be absolutely fantastic if someone from chat won it. That would be a big excitement. Know that someone either from either TOBII's or my chat won the main prize. Alright, let's get into it. I don't think I was doing anything the last time I was in the game. I just stopped to repair myself up. So I drove a bit like a maniac. Oh no, actually I finished up here, that's right. I drove like a bit of a maniac, because I am a maniac. You know what? I'm going to do that one. It's giving me nothing on the map, so I'm guessing that means here. Alright. I want to customize the trailer. I wanted to see what... Yeah, it's cool that you can do that. Where's my trailer? Directly behind me, is it? No, that one right there. Alright. So, the TOBII eye tracker is what's moving, moving around right now. When I move my head left and right, that's when in the game my character moves left and right. Takes my head movement and eye movement. So I've got it set so it just uses my head movement for in the game. Eye movement is used by TOBII Ghost, so that's where you can see the dot moving around on the screen. The wonderful thing about the TOBII eye tracker is the fact that you don't have to have any hats or headwear or anything else strapped to you. It literally is just a piece of hardware in front of you that does all of the detection, which is pretty cool. Now, I want to do all these little 5 places. I want to get all places unlocked. I'm going to big on unlocking towns and the like. Alright, don't mind me. Sorry, I get really quiet at times. I've had a bit of a long day today, so if people don't know what today is a Sunday, and in Australia it's Mother's Day. Around the world, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that stuff could be on different days, but here in Australia today it's Mother's Day. Had a bit of a big one, went and saw one of my cousins this morning, helped them with computer issues, which computer issues have been resolved, which is fantastic. And then I went and saw my auntie. My auntie is my mum at the same time. She's my biological mother's twin sister. She's my mum. Yeah, I don't have my mother anymore, unfortunately. Isn't with me anymore, so yeah, my auntie I say is mum. I love the head tracker once. I changed the settings a little bit, so that way it's not as aggressive. It was very aggressive originally, to the point that it was hard to use. But the good thing about it as well, I've got things set up, is because I got 3 screens. That's right, 3 screens just for my game. And that's where you can see at the very top of my screen, I have the rear vision mirror, as I call it. It shows you my ultra wide view. It shows you everything I can see on screen, instead of just the central screen. Because of course our eyesights in real life are a lot wider than what our computer screens are, so that's how I like to have my games as well. It means I'm a lot harder to sneak up on as well, that's for sure. I don't have as many issues of, say like in games like Minecraft, I don't have to worry about creepers as much sneaking up on me, because I got 3 times the field of view. I'm probably not going to do a big stream today. I'm just streaming for a little while because, yeah, it's been a big one. I got to make sure I go to bed at a reasonable time because I got work tomorrow, and I don't want to mess myself up with that. But I did say for the TOBII event I would stream every single day, and I am going to keep to that. And yes, I am going over a double live because I am a maniac. $120 an hour. Nice. What I'm debating about doing is swapping out to one of my other trucks. Because I got my Volvos that I've not driven in a very long time. Think about jumping to one of my Volvos. They have a lot more horsepower than my Mercedes. They're at 700 horsepower, while this thing is at... Oh no! That's the first time I've done that in a long time. Well, now I'm off to a good start, aren't I? Oh. Let's see. Let's see how far back that's sent me. Oh, back. Oh, that was such a bad move to do. Oh my golly, that is put me literally just before the intersection where I yeeted out of existence. I was going a little bit too quick there. That's a little bit. Yes, Queen. Hello there, Danny. There's one good thing for you, Danny. At least every day you'll get to come and hear my beautiful voice while you're stuck at home for a little while. And you get to yes queen me. Yeah. Now, here's my question for you. Does the education system have paid COVID leave? That's something I was curious about. Unfortunately, COVID is one of those things that is still around, and unfortunately, our lovely friend Danny has caught it. Ugh, that sucks. Yeah, we've got it because, of course, our company with our EBA with the union and everything, we forced, well, we didn't exactly force, like the company agreed to have COVID leave for us because it actually saves them more money to pay us to stay home sick than have everyone off sick. Ah, yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, so we before we even got assigned into our EBA, we were lucky enough that our company signed off and agreed to give everyone paid COVID leave, and we're just calling it now pandemic leave, and it's permanently in our EBA as pandemic leave now. But yeah, they signed off on it before the EBA was even agreed to, because they realized it was better for the company. But yeah, that's annoying. Like, it'll be nice if someone's had to use their annual leave or medical leave because of Rona. If once this agreement goes in, that they would honor like back pay in a way, back pay your leave. Like they give you back your medical leave that you have to use. I've got so much medical leave from the last 10.5 years that I could probably take like 4 or 5 months off sick and get paid. Because I've only ever used a few days of sick leave in my entire time at the company I work at. I think I've used I think I used 3 weeks of stress leave. And that's like it. I haven't really used any other actual sick leave. Well, actually, yes, I did when I injured myself. I injured my left ankle, used 2 weeks then. So I think I've in total in 10 years I've had 5 weeks of sick leave. 3 because of stress, 1 because of an injury. Yeah. I definitely have much months worth. So I just need to be really sick for an extended period of time so I can stay home, get paid for it, and you know, work doing something else from home at the same time to make twice the amount of money. I reckon they should have to pay out your sick leave if you leave a company and stuff like that. Like, they'll pay out your annual leave and RDOs and all that stuff, but they don't pay out sick leave. And I reckon sick leave should be paid out as well because, well, you earned it. So why aren't you, like, where's the incentive to not just call in sick for 3 months? Yeah. Yeah, for the surgery. Okay. At least when you're bored and stuff like that, I can send you silly Snapchats all day. Because screw work, I will Snapchat, as I do anyway. I've blatantly done it a few times where there's not been much to do, and I'll just stand there in front of the supervisor and managers playing on my phone. And they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm just checking my phone for stuff, and it's like, I should be doing something. Like, yeah, but you guys stand out here talking to the kids on the phone, FaceTiming them and everything else, and there's work to be done for you guys, so why aren't I allowed to? Especially when I'm trying to do 3 people's jobs. They get quiet. Like, wait, let's not push this. Because, you know, when I get grumpy, they know very well I don't help with anything. So, keep me in a good mood, or when you need me to do something, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's nice. I basically did that when the supervisor position came available again last year. They came to me asking, the manager came to me saying that there's the position, they're hoping to find someone from within the depot, so it's nice and quick. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. Hope you find someone. He was trying to suss out if I was going to put in for the position. Nah, not for this company anymore. I might have the skills to do the job, but I ain't doing it for the company I work for. No, I prefer to cream them with all their breaches and stuff that they do at times, and, you know, throw the union book at them as the union delegate. It's more fun for me. Also, it makes me more money, because in the end, I'm a semi driver. I'm gonna go get my beat license, and when I've got that, plus doing the overtime and stuff that I do, yeah, I make more money than the supervisors. So why would I go into a position where I'm on salary, I get paid once a month, and I don't get paid overtime or anything like that? I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. You want to pay me per hour and pay me per week, I'll do it. Also, you have to let me do things my way. Oh, but I'll just be the supervisor, and the manager won't like the fact that I'll be trying to tell him how to do his job. Maybe. It's because I know better, and that's why you want me in the position. Yeah. But nah. The manager's, my manager does micromanage a lot at times. He's pretty good, but he does sometimes micromanage things. He doesn't like it. Ideas that people give to him, unless it's his idea, kind of thing. Yeah, you're on salary. Yeah, exactly. But they expect you to then work on your holidays and all that stuff to deal with anything. Like, salary at the same time probably is okay as a teacher, for the fact that you get school holidays. Like, as long as you're not having to do a lot of school shit on school holidays, you get a bit of time off, but you don't get paid nearly as much as you should as a teacher. Like, teachers should be getting paid more than they do. Politicians should be getting paid less than they do. And the politicians keep on going, oh, we need a 15% pay rise, we need a 15% pay rise, we need a 15% pay rise. Now, the general worker, they can deal with 2% pay rise when everything else is going up by 5%. Alright, and education, no, we're going to even cut them. Like, that's one of the things that annoy me about the media and stuff all the time. Like, I posted on Instagram, Albanese, He's our Labor leader here in Australia. He's in the middle of an election campaign. Because in a couple of weeks we're going to vote and hopefully vote out the Liberals. But Albanese, he was in an interview and the person, probably from Murdoch media, were trying to say that, oh, hey, are you going to cut funds to... What's this about you cutting funds to education? What's this about you planning to cut funds from education? She's like, I'm not cutting funds from education. Our program is we want to put more money into education. Oh yeah, but what about the cuts? It's like, no, I'm not cutting money. I like this is what puts people off of politics, because you can't understand a clear effing answer. Basically, it's like he lost his shit. He's having a go at the media people because he's like saying, I'm saying Labor will put more money into education. It's like, oh yeah, but what about the cuts to education? No, there's no cuts to education. We are putting more money into education. More money funded does not mean more money cut. Like, we're funding. Funding does not mean cut. Yeah, exactly. The Liberals need to go. Like, the Liberals just want to cut everything. It's like, TAFE system has had $8 billion taken out of it. $8 billion. Like, that's ridiculous. And then they carry on that there's not enough skilled workers. You know why there's not enough skilled workers? Because you're a dumb cunt and you cut everything. Hang on. I was supposed to go back into there, wasn't I? Bugger it. I was supposed to go in there. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous, like that. Like Liberals won't put in for increased wages. They want that. They're just caring about big businesses. Big businesses have making record profits. Yeah, because they're not having to pay their workers as much because the Liberals are letting them cut costs, and they're giving big businesses tax breaks that should be paying their fair share. Like, if they're not paying tax, then how are they a company in this country? Yeah, and Medicare, they should not be cuts to a Medicare. Like, Obama was trying to put in a healthcare system in America that better funds healthcare for the average person. That's what we got in Medicare. Here we are dealing with Liberals in Australia who want to cut the healthcare system and make you pay more for it. Like, with what money? How's anyone going to pay for basic operations that they need to survive? Like, one of my best friends, they have a lot of health issues and they have a lot of time spent in hospitals. Do they want to be there? No. Are they bullshitting it? No. They've got so many different problems and they're on waiting lists forever because that's how the healthcare system is right now. It's had so many cuts to it. It's like, so as soon as someone comes along that's paying more, they get bumped. They've been in absolute agony pretty much every single day for the last year and a half without a final solution as to what to do to fix it. And the doctors just go, oh, well, you just got a migraine. Go home and sleep it off. Because that's all that they're funded to say, basically. Like, they're not given enough money to actually investigate what's wrong with people's health. Like they should be, like they used to be. The Liberals have cut more money than anything else in Australia. And they all say, oh, no, we've got such a strong economy. We've got such a strong economy. Strong economy for companies, not a strong economy for the average person. And one of the things, because just the other night, it was the Treasury debate with the national press. So the Liberal and Labor treasurers went head to head, and the Labor treasurer, he just went absolute ham on the Liberal for saying that he supports stuff, but then now he's saying he doesn't support it, even though he's been quoted in the past saying he supports something that is better for the public, but because it's not better for businesses, he's now saying nah, because he's been told to be quiet. But also the debate was all about like the wages and stuff like that, and how like Liberals have the highest tax rates in Australia. Every Liberal government always has more taxes than a Labor government, which then makes it harder for the smaller person, because Labor always makes sure the big businesses pay their tax instead of making expecting the Australian economy to run off of the pockets of the people. They make the economy run off the pockets of the companies. Like, why should they get to pay zero tax and we have to pay 10% tax on GST? Things like that. Like, and then they're saying, oh, there's a tax threshold. We never go past this tax threshold. We're underneath the tax threshold. It's like, yeah, that tax threshold has been breached 4 times, each time by a Liberal government here in Australia. A Labor government has never gotten close to even breaching that, because they're about the people. They will make businesses pay their share. And yeah, it's so stupid. I love as well Albanese. He was questioned about having the independent anti-corruption commission, and like in the thing they were like, oh, but what say will you have in it? He's like, none. I don't want to have a say in it. And that's how it should be. I shouldn't have any authority over what the independent anti-corruption commission does, because if I have a say over it, then it's not an anti-corruption commission. It's just a fraud. It's just a front. Like, the Liberals, they want to have an anti-corruption commission, which the anti-corruption commission can only investigate what the ministers let them investigate. So a minister has to approve what they want to investigate to be allowed to investigate it. In other words, that means that none of the Liberals who are corrupt will get investigated, because they will say, no, you're not allowed to investigate that. But as soon as they see a Labor person do something slightly dodgy, they go straight away, investigate that. Like, that's just being a puppet for a political party. That's not the right thing. That's not independent. That's a sock puppet on the hand of Murdoch, basically. And the interesting thing is about the 4 most corrupt Western countries in the world all have Rupert Murdoch media. Coincidence much? I don't think so. Kevin Rudd said it as well. It's like, this is why we need a royal commission into Rupert Murdoch and his media organisation. UK has an issue, they've got Murdoch media there. US have an issue, they got Murdoch media there. Australia, we got Murdoch media. New Zealand doesn't have Murdoch media, got no corruption issues, because there's no one pulling the strings in New Zealand. That's why their political system is so well done in New Zealand. That's why they got one of the best economies in the world still, because they don't have anyone pulling strings. On either side of politics in New Zealand, it's not as bad as in Australia. Like, their version of the Liberals are nowhere near as bad and as corrupt as they are in Australia, because they have a fair system that will deal with it. Just, yeah. You know, the lovely joys of the world we live in right now. Oh, that's going to be a very curious one there that I'm thinking of. What are they going to do this year, say for the election, if someone doesn't go and vote and they end up saying, oh, I was at home and I had to, because I got COVID. I was going to go vote, but I got COVID. Like, what? Because they're going to send out fines to these people for not going and voting. But if they had COVID and they had to isolate, what are they going to do? That'll be a very curious one. Ooh, that's a big piece of machinery they got there. So what are you going to do for the rest of the day, Danny? Just going to chill on out? Gonna chill in the streams, chat, and all that jazz? Doot, doot, doot. Let's take a shortcut. Shortcut! You want to wait for the truck over there to get out of the way. There's no one around. Shh. So in real life, I'm actually a truck driver, so I'm a little bit more hectic in the game. For anyone who's new to the channel, doot. Don't forget, people, if you are not signed up to the sweepstake for the TOBII event, you should do that now. Link in chat. What's a sweepstake for? Well, Euro Truck Simulator and TOBII are partnering up for a little event where you can win a chance to get 1 of 5 copies of Euro Truck Simulator, or you could win the big prize of an eye tracker. I love my eye tracker, so I'm just keeping both my hands on my controller so I can look around, and I can focus on just driving and just turn my head to be able to see where I need to see, when I need to see it. The circle you see moving around on the screen is the TOBII Ghost. That senses my eyes and where I'm looking and lets you see it. Today will be a shorter stream. Just because there was a lot happening today. I started very late compared to what I was planning on doing, and I'm quite exhausted from all the running around I've been doing, work and everything else, so I do want to make sure I get a bit more rest today than I have had for the last few days. That way I'm refreshed for the week ahead. Because it's Sunday here. I go back to work on Monday. There's a train. There's a train. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is a call. I'm gonna have to deal with this.